Ah, there you go. What the heck? It like disabled all my audio stuff. I was just talking to myself. That's cool. I like doing that. You know what? We're going to do the barrel today. Yeah, we're going to do the barrel today because I got loads of barrels around the ship. Yeah. Grab the barrel. Oh, you know what? I actually have the stool for that now. Where is it? There we go. Hey, Wolf, how's it going, man? Sorry if I sound a little tired today. These, I can't actually show that on stream. These tablets I'm taking. Yeah, they make me feel a little bit tired. I did get up early today, though. Maybe it's just that. Or maybe it's a combination of the two. Who knows? Good. Excellent. Oh my. You know what? I don't remember if you were here the other day. But I whipped out my ukulele. Oh. But I said when I got 10 viewers, and the other day I did get 10 viewers, but couldn't remember if you were here. I keep freaking missing the keys though. Or the chords. Slightly out of tune. I do need to tune it. There's not much out of tune, but definitely... I'm not sure. Together they sound out of tune, but... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't play like this while listening to music. It would be a tune up. Tuner. Weirdly enough, as much as this is a very nice ukulele, it constantly needs me to retune it. Oh, that's not up, that's down. Slightly down on that one. Oh, that should be better. All right, let's pause the. I don't know how well it's actually coming through using this. Using this, but here you go. Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh God. Bluebirds fly in this place that we've heard of once in a lullaby. Some days I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. I only know that song really with singing. The other song I know is I heard there was a secret code. Oh nope. I heard there was a secret code. David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the. I can never remember the next line. That was really easy. Then you've got there's only no. I'm only one call away. I'm dead to save the day. Superman's got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. But I cannot sing with the chorus because chorus sound like. That's the chorus of that song, but I cannot sing along with it because it throws me off. It's like call me baby when you need friends. It's like, come. No, I can't. I can't mentally picture singing along with the way that sounds. Hallelujah's, that was obviously the one I just did. How do you do the chorus that? It's like, wait. Oh my god, I completely forgot how I did it. Oh, like that, okay. It's like, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Nah, it goes. That's like between a G and a C, but it doesn't sound right. Anyways, let's get some 3D done. Oh, stop it. See, look how talented I am. I know 2 songs on the ukulele. And last time you didn't want to. I should be singing this time. My chest hurts too much. Exerting a lot of air if I'm singing. I remember one time I was singing. I was very drunk. I was going to say it was to impress a girl, but I think I just happened to be in front of a piano. And I was playing... God, I remember the chords. What's it called? Apologize. You know, I'm on 9-year-old, got me 10 feet off ground. Oh, it's a bit far away. Tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. I was playing that song. I was very, very drunk. And I remember the girl saying the next day, like, you sang for me yesterday. Oh, look at this. That should be up. Oh. But, yeah. And, that was interesting. Anyways, I was picking a toenail then. And like, you know, like when a bit your toenail is like slightly sticking over and it's like sharp. I was just like peeling it off. Anyways, let's do some 3D. What's a hello? Make a comment if I didn't already say that. Barrel, I guess. I've already made barrels before, but I want to make a better looking barrel. I do that every single time. Only software, like I said before, where if you double press enter, it doesn't open the folder you just made. I'll probably actually cut out the whole start of that stream, because obviously you're not allowed to sing songs on stream. Ah, come on. It's exploiting the entire scene. There you go. Oh. The barrel. That's not what I want. I'll name it models. Or... I did it again. SM_barrel. There you go. We want to go straight to ZBrush with it. No, Maya first because we want to set it in the grid. Which I could technically do in Blender, but I know I'm going to UV map it in Maya anyway, so getting prepared in Maya is never a bad thing. How are you guys today? Having a good one? Cannot find foul. Oh, that's not the right controls, it's Blender. Wait. Pull this to the bottom. Cool. Cool. Good. Cookies, Snapperino. There you go. Don't need to UV max or UV up later. Dead and right. Back we go. Why did you guys not? Ah, haha. Well, they're Engons. Mesh. Clean up. There you go. There you go. Has it got an interior? Oh my lord, what is happening? Oh, stop that. So I've got all of this. Huh. That's not necessarily a bad idea. The only problem is these are like complete thingy, so there's no point having... I want to have some barrels open. So it's perfectly placed you back inside, there you go. Which means I need these to, you know, actually work and not just be freaking... I probably need it into there. Probably even less, to be honest. Because if we were to take the lid off... So the lid isn't a lid. It's a freaking cylinder. I mean, if there's no gaps... Is there gaps? If we make it so there's no gaps... We shouldn't even need that, but is there gaps? There doesn't seem to be any gaps. So I should, just like that, be able to just make a lid and a bottom to it, like this, like that. We pull it in, and we pull it in. We merge center, like so. We'll select these. This, and we can do a nice little bevel. Happy little bevel. Okay, what is happening over here? Why are you guys not playing nice? What happened? Why are you not playing nice? What's going on? Who hurt you? Don't make me call your parents. Aha! When you guys were growing up, did your parents ever get called out to something because you were being bad? I want to say the answer for me, I believe, is no. I don't think my parents were ever called out because I was misbehaving. From what I can remember. But curiously, did your parents ever come out because you were misbehaving? Mr. Steve Wonder, hello. I'm asking if anyone in chat had their parents called out or their parents got called up because you were misbehaving. Whether it was at school or at someone's house. But now we're looking a bit better. Cool. So when the lid pops off. Ooh, they're not coming in far enough. Interestingly enough, I actually thought I did it too much. That's fine. This is fine. So we'll just select that, grow the selection once, pull it in a tad, and that should be working perfectly now. Pop the top off, and we should see these rings still in there. I don't necessarily know if that's actually how it's supposed to work. Probably not. I'm naughty enough. I don't appreciate this crass behavior in my chat. I'm going to call your parents. Oh. Oh. Well, what I should have done. Delete that. Delete that. Yeah, no. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Pull both of these up. Just like that. Pull that up a tad. Make sure I got this separated out because I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah. And then we do a mesh. And we do a mirror. And we mirror it on the Y. And we put it on bounding. Bounding. Turn that off. Make sure it's merged together. Cut that. Cool. And we got a bottom and top to it. Yay. Now we can have a version of the thing that doesn't even have this on it if we don't want. Smaller. I'll get a bit more. So if I'm like, we can have, whoa, look, I can see inside, and we put like some wine or something in there, you know? Crass behavior. Don't appreciate it. Oh wow, there's a lot of Engons. Look at it. Look at all these bad boys. There you go. Just like freaking Adam in the bedroom. I'm feeling a little a lapse of focus because I'm taking co-culturals. I know I said this a second ago, but Adam's now in the chat, and they're making me like more tired than usual. I mean, I'm a tired boy to begin with, so that's not anything new. Yeah, this barrel. For my chest pain, as you just witnessed me groaning over. They said if these co-culturals do not make me feel better in the next 3 days, to call the doctor back up. And I have a funny feeling they're not going to make me feel better in the next 3 days. I don't know, because some days my chest doesn't feel as bad and some days it do, so I don't know. It doesn't feel too bad right now, but I don't know if that's just because it's one of those moments where they don't feel too bad, or if it's actually helped with the pain. So it's hard to really say. Okay, let me see that. No. How do you get rid of the phantom one that stays? I have my parents asking the same thing. They're like, what do you mean you can't tell? I'm like, I can't I'm not someone who usually sort of whines over pain, you know. If I'm in pain, I tend to just sort of go, you know, wear it out. The only two pains I usually... I was going to say headaches, but not really, because I get migraines, really bad ones. And I kind of grin and suffer through those as well. But tooth pain I really do not enjoy. But other pains I usually just sit and wait through, so I'm used to just not really sort of feeling... I'm used to sort of the pain, so I can't really tell how... Did I just... Wait, what? Oh, everything got separated. When I clicked separate, it didn't separate the one piece I wanted to separate. It separated everything. I wonder what was going on. Oh, wait. Like polymesh from there. There we go. Nice, we can get a start now. Yeah, I really don't know how much they're actually helping. Hard to say. I want to model it from that basis. You know what, we'll do 2 and then... Yeah. How much we got up to? 8 million? 3 million, sorry. We'll start on 3. And then, as always, we need to just do some wood. I'm getting good at doing wood. Lots of practice when I start my job. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of ZBrush texturing for wood, but... Wow, that's much lower quality than I thought it was going to be. We had trouble exporting anything over 10 mil, so I don't really want to go above 10 mil. Wait, you know what? I wonder if it's just because of the way I've got it. Oh, no, they're fine. That's going to be hard. Because that, in here, is going to come up really low poly towards the edges. I could Dynamesh it. I don't like doing Dynamesh. No way! That's 3.4 mil and it looks like that. I'm skeptical. What is going on? We'll work at 13 mil and see how we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to make these way smaller because on the table I ended up making them way too big, so the detail was just too large. So because we want to be able to see inside of the barrel as well. Oh. We need to turn off. You'd think like it would know I didn't want it. Like you'd think this. Well, no, I've turned it off now. But doing that, you'd think it would know I didn't want the result it gave me. Because it's not that thin. It's not like paper. That's good. I know what Animal Crossing. That's not what's playing right now, but Animal Crossing's great music. Album. I need to take it from the original album, otherwise I'll probably get told off. Animal Crossing New Horizon, Animal Crossing series. There you go. Add to playlist. Copyright free playlist. There you go. I do find it weird though, when I went to the doctors, he didn't want to run any tests. He literally just told me, well, the doctors did all the tests I wanted to do. Or the hospital, should I say. The hospital did all the tests I wanted to do, so go on your way. And that was basically it. That was essentially my entire short session with the doctor. And I don't know if I said before in chat, but they haven't really looked at anything if it could be to do with my lungs or anything like that. They just said, oh, it's probably muscle pain. Take some painkillers. You know, if the pain persists, call me again in a couple of weeks, and we'll see if we can sort something out. And I know they're busy, and I can't actually really complain because they're doctors. They're busy. But I was just sort of like, oh, okay. Admittedly, I didn't want a blood test again because I'm petrified of needles. But still, I was kind of like, oh, is that it? I thought it was going to be a bit more. That the blood test they did at the hospital did come up in a bruise, though. I don't know if you saw, Adam. It took 4 days to finally come up in a bruise. My brother pointed it out, and I was like, hold on a minute. That's not been bruised, like, at all. And out of nowhere, 4 days later, it's just been bruised. I was like, what the heck? I've been trying to prepare my sleep schedule for work. Because obviously I don't wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning usually. I wake up at like midday. So now I'm starting work at 9 o'clock every day. Admittedly, at home, I could get away with probably waking up at 8:50. And I'm pretty fast at getting myself ready in the morning. Literally whip on some clothes, sit at the computer, attend the morning meetings and be like, right guys, you know, I'm not really someone who has to pamper himself or anything in the morning to get ready. I'm just done. What you see is what you get. Yeah, I know. I look this good without makeup. We're obviously gonna have to make those bits either wider or slightly shrink in what we got going on with the word. Do they not have flexi time? No, flexi time. Flexi time. Oh, flexible times. Probably. I mean, if I asked them, oh, can I start at 10 and finish at 9 till 5:30, 6:30, or if I said, oh, can I start at 11 and finish 7:30, they probably actually wouldn't mind, depending on when they wanted meetings, because I think they try to do some of their meetings quite early in the morning. So they'll probably want me on in those days, but they'll probably be flexible if I should that's what you're talking about. If I actually asked them. But I'm not fussed. I always think it's good trying to get up early, because I'm terrible at it. But when I'm working, I'm not bad at it, because even if I get like 2 hours sleep, I will always wake up for work. I've been late for work maybe twice in my life, and once was oversleeping. I remember waking up like 2 hours late for work, and I was like, that's weird. Like, I always wake up for work. It's like my brain considers it important enough to ruin my beautiful, beautiful sleep. Now looking like wood. Should do a video how to make a barrel. This and this speed up the video. Do you like those tutorials? It's like how to make this, and it's just a time lapse. I'm like, that's not really. It's not very good how to make. You know what I've been getting a lot lately? A lot of people comment on my videos going, "You're going too fast. You're going too fast. Can't understand what you're trying to tell me. You're going too fast." And I look at the video, I'm like, oh, I must have loads of dislikes on this video. And the video will have like 1,000 likes and like 2 dislikes. I'm like, well, clearly it wasn't too fast for 1,000 people. I can be very fast sometimes, but a lot of the time it's because what I'm being fast at is something I expect the viewer to already know. I've talked about this before. When I'm going over something I expect the person watching to already know, I tend to, you know, I don't go slow for that bar. I just do it. Have I been flattening the insides of these? Epic built ArtStation and now free. What? Excuse me? ArtStation is joining the Epic game family. Please agree to... Agree. Wait, can I like do better portfolio options now? Hold on a minute. Wait, they still have an upgrade button though. Or is it going to become free? Because I'm excited for that. I want my portfolio to look a bit nicer. I want it to be more folded out. Like, one thing you can't do, ArtStation Learning will be free this year. Nice! So hello, Benjamin 00. How's it going? Epic really want to get on that, like, we want everyone to be able to make games. I don't know why the way I said it sounded like I was against it. That's great. They want to actually make things affordable because, like, we all know it's not that affordable to want to be a developer. At least it didn't used to be. Obviously, with Unity being free and Unreal being free, it's becoming more and more... It already become easier to be a developer for very little. Either having no money at all... How are you? I'm good. I'm okay. I've, as I've said to chat previously, quite a few times, not just this stream, I've been experiencing lots of chest pain, so we're trying to take it easy. No heavy lifting. No exerting myself. Or overexerting myself, should I say. But other than that, not too bad. Just chilling, you know. Doing my thing. I was told by someone? Yeah, I was told by someone not too long ago that I overshare on my streams. But I just talk to the stream like I'm talking to like a mate, you know? I'm not a very secretive person. So when people ask me stuff, I don't really have much to hide. I'm just sort of like, yeah, you know, this. Like, if they were like... I guess if someone asked me something about someone else's personal details, sure, I'd be a bit more protective of that. But when it comes to, like, myself, I just, you know... What are you guys going to do if I tell you that I have a family dog named Lady? You know? Like... We got him, boy. Right, Crash Bandicoot. What's that? What is this song from? Does Spyro have good music? I really want to expand my playlist because we listen to a lot of the same music. Spyro. Spyro? Is that how you spell Spyro? The dragon? Oh no, it's with a Y, of course. Spyro the Dragon themes. So yeah, I don't want to use it unless there's an actual playlist by the developers, and there's not. So we're not going to use it. Because hot damn, do they like striking me down real fast on my channel if I like copyrighted music. Ah! I'm like, but I've heard it 100 times played on other YouTube channels. But you can't play the music. I'm like, oh, why not? Oh, no reason. Well, alright then. Oh, what the hell did I select? Excuse me? Where am I? Okay. I have many questions, and I doubt they're going to be answered. You know, I was watching some YouTubers I enjoy watching play some. It's better. Play some puzzle games. So I love puzzle games. I gave bad info. Only ArtStation Lining is free for us 2021. Sorry about that. That's fine. Oh crap! What was I literally just talking about? These tablets are. Nah, I was gonna say I think they're making my memory bad, but my memory's always been bad. Guys, what was I just talking about? What subject was I about to start talking about? What I should be doing is taking some information away and adding information as well. Sorry, and adding information on. That way, we're not gonna bumping it out too much, because we're going to be adding and taking away information, and it should give us like a happy medium. That's better. But honestly, when you're cutting into it, it's a little bit harder to get the result you're looking for. Oh, let's go. Yeah, yeah, boy. I'm gonna go back over this with a chisel, not a chisel, with a cracks brush, and get some of the more finer details in. I mean, already we're looking at expanding this out, so we're not getting all this clipping. So if I were to isolate this and scale, how do I scale from the middle? Can I scale from the middle? Oh, that looks like it's scaling from the middle. If I that's scaling up as well. Can I not scale on 2 axes in here? I mean, I guess I could just do both of them separately like that. There you go. So, oh wow, that's it's a little too much, but you get the idea. Use the mouse for this. It's always better doing this with a mouse. I never feel like it could be as subtle with a pen. Oh, okay. Now, the only other problem is these guys. I need to pull out as well. What button hides again? There you go. Oh. I should probably lower... No. I should probably lower this because it'll run a bit faster. See that? That's probably fine. Hide that. Oh, we're upside down. I didn't even realize. And hide that because I already scaled that one up, and then scale all of these guys. That's not scale. Let's move. A little bit more. Okay. give a quick save. If I, in a day, Adam, if you're still there, if in a day, like, let's say I was working in a company and they were like, okay, make a stylized barrel. If I started the day doing the low poly and ended the day with a stylized barrel, would that be not enough work or too much? Well, not too much, but there's never too much work. Would that suffice? Would that be a good amount of work? Or are you expected to deliver more than that in a day? Again, I've never worked in the industry, so I have no idea. Obviously, I'm about to work in the industry because I'm starting on Tuesday, actually, because Bank Holiday Monday. But, yeah, out of curiosity. Adam's probably not even there. He's probably in the bar. And he's like, Steve, I can't answer right now. I'm freaking laying in the bath. My hands are wet. Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Oh, would it? That'd be considered, like, a good amount of work for the day. Because I can make a barrel a day. To keep the doctor away. If the doctor, for some reason, has a horrid fear over barrels. I wonder what fears you could have that would just freaking inconvenience you the most throughout, like, daily life. Like, fear of door handles. And every time you go to open a door to somewhere, you're just like, you just can't get in. Because you can have, like, it's very common to have, like, fear of, like, socializing and interacting with people. That's something we have overcame the last like 10 or 5 to 10 years, with things being more automated online and just needing less and less interaction with people. So I would have said that would have been up there, but I don't think that's up there for one of the most inconvenience fears you can have, because you can have weird fears, like being scared of the number 13. I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but like being scared of the number 13, right? But I don't feel like that would inconvenience me a lot throughout day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, oh no, 13. Okay, now we're at 14. So I'm not scared anymore. You know, or oh no, it's his 13th birthday. Oh, it's over. He's 13.01 now. Yeah, I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's not something that's gonna be that much of an inconvenience. I really hope some people come here and hear me talk about this complete crap, and then they just leave. They're just like, I literally joined this stream because I want to know how to 3D model. What is he talking? What is this idiot talking about? I think that'd be great. That'd be so funny. Can this guy even 3D model, or is he just like a bad talk show host? We want like a big den. Yeah, that's good. The camera's not. Oh, God. I need to stick 2 more of these at 10. Well, yeah, 10. That's probably going to knock me out for tonight, which I'm fine with, you know. I don't particularly feel much pain when I'm asleep. So if these things can knock me out while trying to go to sleep, I'd be quite happy with that. How many more? Oh, one more left. Nice. Hell yeah. Boom. Here we go. That's my drink. It's getting warm in here. I'm getting dehydrated. I need a quickie sippy of my quickie drink. Flavored sparkling water. Delicious. Oh, that was a small one. You know what's stuck in my head for some reason? Okay, and Don't Stop Believing. Or is it just called Believing? You know, that's a small town girl living in a lonely world. She did the midnight train going anywhere. And then it's like, it's just a steady boy. But for some reason it's stuck in my head on like replay. Stranger. Oh, well, can I show in the next line? Up and down the boulevard. That and Summer of '69. Love that song. Freaking, I was talking to about my mate the other day, and it's probably my favorite '80s song. Love Summer of '69. And no, not because it's got 69 in the title. I want to flatten. Not quite like that. Let's undo what I did. Nice. Oh. And then hard. There you go. That's more than before. Sweetness. Boom. We got kind of the wood done. I do want to do a little bit extra detail on it, but we're... Oh. Yikes. I need to flatten this part out a bit more. I don't mind if some of it looks like it's been squeezed in to, like, or chopped off a little bit to look like it's been made way for that part coming in. Know what I mean? Oh, I think that was a little too much though. Let's redo that. Just... Wow, it's a big brush. Just here. There you go. One more up there. Nice, like that. I don't mind that at all because that looks kind of cool. Nice. Oh, it's a thick boy though. Alright, so as I have said in chat, I will be taking a short break from streaming. How consistent have I been recently? How many weeks have we been on this schedule? I've missed a couple of Wednesdays. I think I missed a Monday, but in general, I think... Hey! Wait, Bennerman. I didn't say Bennerman last time. I said Benjamin, didn't I? Double O. Whoops. Streaming schedule. How long did I post this? Is that 11th of the 3rd or the 3rd of the 11th? It's month first, right? So month first, 11th of the 3rd. Wow, it's only been like 7 weeks. Huh? Maybe 8. Wait. Oh, maybe 8 weeks. Huh? I thought I'd been a bit more consistent than that. Adam, tell me something about work that you found funny. What's happened recently that was like gave you one of those good like stomach laughs, you know, like where it actually hurts. The last stomach laugh I did was watching I like I've already moved on. Was I was watching some Internet Historian. If you guys haven't watched Internet Historian, they basically his normal channel he talks about like events and then they're edited and over exaggerated sometimes in a way to be quite funny to watch. His other channel, which I was watching at the time, they would just like look. They just look at random stuff and have a laugh about some things, and they were looking at art, and they looked. God and Adam painting. And they looked at freaking this painting. Wait, that's not high. I found like a really high res one. Oh my god. Oh, like a creation of Adam. Oh, it's a creation of Adam. High quality one. So they looked at this, and they were talking about stuff. Oh, we shouldn't be looking at like some of the areas. They were looking at stuff, and basically, they said about when God touches Adam, he's going to give him like the knowledge of God, and then freaking over here, you've got. I can't show a lot of stuff. I'm trying my best not to show it. Over here, you got freaking God's finger. Like, not really working like it should be. And this guy, like, he's clearly seen too much. And I started cracking up when they were talking about it because it just looks so funny. Is nudity like banned if it's like in art form? Because I feel like that's for educational reasons, right? Like if I was doing like a character, and you know, I'm not gonna model, you know, entire anatomy, but you know, is that are you not allowed that? Oh, you know what? You're gonna see this on the inside as well, so I gotta really really work it. That might be a bit too much. I'm waiting for Adam's story or when someone did something funny at work. Or something funny happens, you know. It's not necessarily down to one person who's something funny. You're not really supposed to see that on the inside, because obviously that's where these come in, because they're supposed to be pegging it or pinning it onto the wood. But well. It doesn't really bother me. I hope it doesn't bother anybody else. Oh, excuse me. Can I? No. Thank you. So how do I want to do this? So do I want to do this like it's planks? So if I want to do that, all I need to do is grab you and then start planking it across. Oh, but it's not very high res. So it's going to be kind of awkward to do. But essentially you do this. Oh! Something like that. And then obviously start putting in like your, you know, your wood details in there. As you went along, which probably could work, to be honest. Okay, can you actually go to the side I originated you from? Because I really don't like... There we go. I like working up and down. That'll work. Oh, it's really low poly though, isn't it? I mean, if I went down to 6, look how that'll look. Look. I should have really upped the res for importing it. Oh well. I think I still want to make these guys a little bit thicker than I got them. Actually, you know what I also want to do? Can I... Oh, make it a little bit... No. Oh my god. ZBrush, please. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Slightly scale it. Cool. Oh, yeah, cool. What I want to also do is first of all do this. Oh, well, I'm doing it now. Is select the center of this. Center of this. Again, slightly. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. Really? Okay. Fine. We'll isolate it first. Scale it from here. Scale it from here. Here. What? This is not playing ball. I want to basically do it so it scales from a certain area, but it's not having any of it, is it? Scale, if I was select here, it's not even isolated. Yeah, okay. Why won't you let me isolate now? Hold on a minute, what's going on? It's just like selecting the whole thing. What did I do? Aha! Nice, okay, it's doing it now. If I select just on the tip of that, it should be a bit straighter up nice, and then we can scale and slightly change. There you go. Pretty much. I feel like all I ever do is struggle in ZBrush. You're like freaking. I love it, but I hate it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Kind of want to squeeze it a tiny bit that way. I know it's now not quite scale, but what did I just do? Why is it like... Oh, okay, it's fine. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Apparently. Let's save what we got. I'm using my Oculus Rift box as a footrest. Also, how is it going, man? Camera relate 100%. Dude, it just like... It's like it wants me to love it and hate it at the same time. It's like, oh, look at all this cool stuff we could do together. I'm like, oh, mate. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. And it's like, all right. Now isolate something. Oh, yeah. No, that's... No, ZBrush, no. And it's like, yeah, that's what you wanted, right? No, not at all. There was that abusive girlfriend you love so much. Jesus. I love you, ZBrush. When you import back to Maya from ZBrush, do you retopologize it? No. That's the reason I'm not dynameshing it here. Because if I don't dynamesh it here... See, I could dynamesh it, right? And then maybe even decimate to get a lower poly one. But the reason... So you see here, we've got like this low poly. And it might not come out very good. We'll have to see. But the reason I don't like... The reason I do it the way I'm doing it now is so I don't have to retopologize it. Because if you go back to Subdivision 1, we still have our low poly. See that? That's still our low poly. So I can re-export this low poly and then just UV map it. There's no retopologizing because this high poly is still representing that low poly, right? Except the low poly is still good geometry now because I've not done any dynameshes. I've not done any Z-meshing or anything like that. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. Is it the way I do it because of convenience? Hell yeah. At the end of the day, I'm a streamer. Well, I like to stream, should I say. So I want to do things as quick as possible. I don't want to be spending an extra hour trying to retopologize something for you guys to watch, you know? That's why all my scenes are dynamically lit. This scene won't be dynamically lit in the end. I do want to bake it, but for now it's dynamically lit. Because it's just much better for you guys to watch. You're not going to sit here and go, oh, guys, I'm baking lighting. I'll come back in an hour and expect you guys to still be here in an hour's time while I was baking lighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same reason why I do it kind of like this. And it's convenient for me, you know. I know exactly how I want to do the model. It's convenient workflow for props. It's totally fine and well. Yeah, pretty much. It's just on convenience. At the end of it, like I've said a million times before, I could spend 10 times more time on the props I make, but then my scene will never get done. So it's a compromise between going fast and finding a way to get it done quicker, and obviously the other way of never getting it finished because I gave everything too much detail. So you import the sub-D1, yeah, low poly back to Maya, then there you smoothing UV it. Yeah. Or to be fair, whenever you bake to high poly or bake a high poly down, you rarely need to smooth the normals. I don't smooth the geometry as a subdivider. I smooth, you know, normals, make it look smooth. But most of the time you can smooth the whole thing, because when you bake the normals in, it's going to make those normals look the way that it's from the normal map. It's really hard to explain. I hope that made a little bit of sense. So this is just like a cork, and then I want some O's in it. Want some O's. Whoops. Some O's. Just like some freaking big O's. Just to be like, look, there's O's, because it's like made of sponge. Sponge? What's a cork made of? What is a cork made of? Someone's going to come in here and say it's made of cork, and I'm like, wait, that's the material. But if you stick around, I'll get this done in this stream. I'll even get the texturing done in this stream, likely. What time is it? Yeah, you know. I've been kind of making my streams short lately just because of my chest pain. I don't want to stick around too long and then have you guys witness me going, my chest. I try to use dynamic lighting as much as I can, just so don't have to deal with baking the light. Dude, baking lighting and having it mess up can sometimes take longer as well. It's just like, you get the normal texture from ZBrush. Yeah, you bake the high to low, not from ZBrush. I go into Substance, get the high poly, get the low poly, bake it down, and boom, you get your normals. But I get the high poly from ZBrush. I'm sorry if I didn't explain that very well to begin with. I do apologize. I did not realize. So now we're just going to do... I don't actually mind now. I undid because I got those like dents in. But honestly, it kind of looks like it's been smacked as they're putting it on the bolt screw. Not a screw, it's a nail. It's a bolt. Rivet. I see. Now I get it. Nice. I said, stick around, you'll see. Even an idiot could understand. No. I do have a bad habit sometimes of expecting people to just know things. I know it's not always the person's fault. Sometimes I do expect a little too much. But I like to think most of the time I'm generous enough towards what knowledge I think they should know. I mean, it doesn't beat when someone comes into my chat and goes, Steve, how do I fix the WPO? And I'm like, I need more information. My WPO is broken. What do you mean? What's WPO? My world position offset. Why didn't you write world position offset? Like that. I really hope the guy who said that to me is in chat right now. Like, you're on the PC. I can understand if you're typing on your phone and you want to abbreviate it. But, mate, I'm not always in freaking UE4 mode in my head. If you're going to write WPO, I'm not going to know what you mean. Like, if you said, like, how do I fix my SSS? I may know you're talking about subsurface scattering, but I probably won't catch on to that either. I feel like I'd need you to write subsurface scattering for me to know what you're talking about. Luckily, you don't have to wait that long for baking light in UE4. There's GPU. I did have to wait a long time when my CPU wasn't up to scratch. Nowadays, my CPU is banging, and it doesn't take long to do that at all. Well, there's a GPU light mask now. Hold on a minute. I just realized what you wrote. I didn't even need to upgrade my CPU. What's this baloney? Do I want to do the bottom? Yeah. I know no. Should I say no, I don't want to do the bottom. But I should do the bottom. Let's see how hard this is going to be. This is going to be low poly as well. I should have made more cuts in it when I imported it. That was my mistake. Do not make this mistake. Always make sure to add polys where you need them. Oh my god. The bottoms and tops you're not going to see too much. I'm not too fussed about how good this part looks. There you go. That's a wood kind of texture. Now we just need to do the same on the other side. I don't really care how much they match up, as long as they kind of match up. I'm not too fast. Well, that don't look smooth. The rest don't. You bake the light first, then it renders on the GPU. Obviously, wait. You bake the light and render it with CPU. What? I don't know. I just click bake light in. That's all I know. Oh my! Why is this side lower res than the other side? We got like no detail here. Oh, I guess you know what? We're just gonna leave it at that. That's fine. We don't need much detail on the top of bottom because you're not really going to see them anyway. All right, and that is not everything. I want to make some slashes on it. Maybe too big of a slash. There you go. Cha. I was going to add more detail to the wood, but I think we'll be fine. Again, I want to see if I can get this done essentially in just one session. We have 50 minutes. Maybe I'll work a tiny bit longer, but that's sort of how long I want to spend on this. So we'll see if we can get it done in time. We'll have one on here. There you go. Something you don't want to do is don't repeat stuff. So if I've got one there, don't now place one on the next one. You know, try to break up that like repetition. Otherwise, you'll notice it. Well, someone who's into art may notice it. Lots of people who do not understand 3D art will probably not notice it. But yeah. Okay, that should be fine. Barrel. So let's take a different material. Let's get chalk. You know what? That's good. Don't know if I want to try to get some of the values here looking good. Because obviously we don't look like we're doing too much of a dent up here. But it would look nice if I put the extra effort in. Just like that. Just like some of these dents in to make it really look like wood as it gets to the top, you know? Because obviously it's supposed to kind of look like it chipped off the top. And you've lost a lot of that wood detail. But you won't lose all of it. I'm not going to add extra detail because I put myself on a time frame. Also, Steve, let's add some detail up here. Yeah, that's what I want. Do you have a preset for almost every material in substance painting, like wood, steel, etc., or you make one real fast? Here and there, because it's stylized, there's not usually a lot of detail required. A lot of detail comes from the high poly because it bakes down all this stuff. All I'm telling it to do is find the edges, the cavity, the ambient occlusion, and basically take a detail from there. You'll see in a minute. Well, I got UV map this yet, but this should take too long to UV map. Cool, yeah, it's good enough. It's gonna look awful, isn't it? I'm talking up a big game like it's gonna work really well, and then when I export it, it's just gonna look disgusting. Right, so I like to export the low poly first. Alright. Should I... OBJs work so much faster. FBX seem to crash a lot when I try to export them from here. So that would be easy. That would go super fast. Right. Save what we got. But at 13 million polys, I know it likes to mess up a lot. But I kind of need them because at freaking 6 divisions, look how low poly, look how low detail we're getting here. Oh god. God, that's what it looks like on max detail. Oh god, it's freaking. So the mistake I did there was because I don't like to obviously remodel it in here. What I should have done was in here, I should have essentially, you know, added edge. Oh, I can actually. I can add edge loops here. Look, I should have just did something like this. So that way we would have a lot more detail to work with. There's a better FBX. I thought they removed that one. I thought this is that now. Z plugins. Oh yeah. It is a lot. I used to not have a problem. I used to be able to export like 50mm and not have an issue. On the plugins, there's a better FBX export. Is that one might better then? File. Oops. See plugins. FBX export. Export. Let's export the low poly first. Wait, would I export the low poly if I've got low poly selected? Let's see. Barrel, model. Well exported. So this will obviously take a while, but oh, sorry, HP for high poly. Oh yeah, look, it comes up all the same. Wait, no. Wait. So you plug in, export. Oh no, there you go. So that's using the other exporter. We'll see how quickly that goes. Hopefully it doesn't. It makes it go white and take its time. But hopefully by the time we're UV mapped, we'll be fine. Yeah, that's the only problem. The way, like I just explained, of the way I do ZBrush, is you need to make sure you're getting extra like polys where you need stuff. Otherwise, you'll end up like here. Look. Otherwise, you'll end up with the issue I just had. That's a really weird shape it made, huh? Interesting. Oh, whoops. So I don't actually need the shape anymore. I can hide this one away. And then I can drop in our new one. Cool. And I can start UV mapping this. So if you want to learn how to UV map, oh, you're in for a treat. First thing I do is make sure this is big enough just to get my little squares over here. Because I like to turn that on sometimes to see how it's going. So, we're going to do all of our planks at the same time. And honestly, when it comes to UV mapping, a lot of it comes down to how well you did the model. If the model's done with good edge loops, you'll be able to UV map pretty easily. For example, this is not done with great edge loops because when I double select like an edge loop here, it comes around the whole thing. Whereas if you have a shape, I'll actually show you. So that have one bevel on it. If you put 2 bevels on something, when you go to select an edge, you'll see they come to a point, or just an odd number, should I say, or an even number, sorry. They come to a point, so it's way easier to select your edge loops for UV mapping. But I digress. So basically all we want to do is set one inner one, because we want to select the faces you see the least, or the edges you see the least. We see the interior of the barrel the least, which means I can get away with selecting all the interior ones. I guess the best case would be to select all the ones in here that you really can't see, but then it gets really awkward to select them, and I can't bother to spend my time isolating all of them out one by one just to select some hidden edge loops. But in practice, if you want the perfect UV map, you would do that. Select the tops and bottoms. Cool. Now that all those selected, make sure to select one all on this end, on both of them, because we want it to unfold on the sides and at tops, but we want to keep as much detail from the outside as possible to be wrapped around so you don't see them as much. Again, I doubt most people come here for me to teach them UV mapping, but this is I'm pretty good at UV mapping, I'd say. I'm not the best at laying it out because I can't bother to Tetris it all in. But when it actually comes to UV mapping, I feel like I've got that down pretty well. I selected the wrong one. And for some reason, even though this one does the exact same thing from what I'm aware, it takes way longer. How's ZBrush coming along? Yeah, it's always a good sign. Maya, why have you got a button underneath moving so that does the same thing that takes double the time, or like 20 times the time? There you go. Look, it does like the same thing. I don't understand. Watch, let me undo it. Hopefully it won't take a long time to undo. Watch. You see that? If I click move and so instead, it does the same thing. I do not understand. And you see how quick that was? Maybe I'm missing something very important with what that actually does, but from what I'm aware, it does nothing different. So as you can see the shapes I've made of these. If you want to check if they are good, scale them down just so we can see the table on them. Turn on our grid, and you can see, look, no warping. Low disk space. Nice. Oh no. ZBrush is going to have a lot of problems. Okay. I'm going to go to my downloads, but I'm worried that it's going to pop up on the screen for you guys to see. So for 1 second, we're going to do this. Okay, it popped up on the other screen. I don't know what I've been downloading recently, but, you know, a man's got to have his secrets. Let's delete all the stuff I don't need in here. How much room did I just clear up there? 20 gigabytes of this cleared up. It's probably going to want me to have more, so we're going to keep going with deleting stuff. Such a space hog. That's the main reason I don't keep it on SSD. Yeah. But after it's like, after you close it back down, it just needs that like disk space while it's doing stuff. I mean, I've got a terabyte SSD, so you'd think that it'd be fine. Okay, we've got 24 gigabytes. I download lots of random stuff. Like, there's reason behind all of it. It's just, it's very hard to explain. I'm a very intrigued person, you know, or very curious, should I say, person. So I just like... So I wonder if this is properly crashed now, because this space got taken up. I kind of want to close it and reopen it. Wow, yeah, it was taking up 20 gigabytes. Well, it's like crackling in my headset. The asset library. I have an asset library on my computer because I've made so much stuff the last couple of years that whenever I want something, I'm just like, yoink. Because it's all my stuff. I can reuse it as much as I want. Flying boat scene. It saves every step you do as temp files so that you don't... Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wait, did I copy or did I cut? I should have cut. I'm moving 10 gigabytes over to another SSD to clear up some space. Just wait a bit. Oh, I've already closed it. I feel like I've done this before, and I cleared it filled up my disk space, and I cleared up my disk space, and then I waited like 2 hours. It still didn't export, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have cleared up. Maybe I should have restarted it. So we're restarting it. Why don't I hear like crackling in my headset? My hair. I wonder if it's my hair. I don't like hearing like very small noises coming from my headset. It's like not the headset itself, it's a physical noise. Well, I guess it still is physical noise, but you know what I mean. Come on, load it up. Wow, ZBrush is having trouble just loading it up. ZBrush, are you good? ZBrush, baby? ZBrush? ZBrush? Maybe I should open ZBrush separately then open the file. I mean, it wouldn't have saved while exporting. I already saved it. Most recent session of ZBrush. Aha! Aha! Nice. Alright. ZBrush challenge tired for tonight, right? ZBrush is tired. Should I? I should really do this, but we lose so much detail here, and it's freaking. It's gonna drive me nuts. Because here we probably can get. Might be able to get away with it. I mean, I guess what we can do is come up to 7 million. As long as I don't change the overall shape, I can decimate this first. In fact, transfer tools, brush, decimate. We'll get to do that, and then we can decimate it down, and I can add some of that detail on that I want, because we'll be able to reduce our poly count. We just need to make sure we don't save this over the barrel we have, because obviously I don't want to change the shape too drastically. Let's continue with our UV mapping. Hopefully we'll get to do this tonight. So the only problem with 3D is sometimes you run into little problems that aren't your fault necessarily, but it'll take the computer some time to do. That's why I worry about working at a company when they're like, Steve, why did this take so long? I'm like, what, a computer? What do you mean the computer? Can't blame the computer. I mean, it was rendering, you know, or it was baking, or it was, you know, trying to export a high poly mesh. I couldn't do anything about it. It just sounds like you're lying. How do you cut properly a cube where you have a simple cube? Scale it down to... How do you cut properly a cube where you have a simple cube? Scale it down to a small pillow size, then you cut one vertically and one horizontal to the mid. Is this for UV mapping? Wait, okay. Not finished. Okay. Alright, we need to cut in here as well. Well then, finish. We're waiting. I don't get it. Oh, bugger. How do I keep clicking the wrong things? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed two. How the hell did I miss two edges? Did I miss edges on here as well? I think I may have. Yep. Which ones did I miss? What's that? Yeah, that's that one. What's that? Wait, no. Wait. Oh, I didn't cut one in here. Even though I selected it, I didn't cut it. There you go. Nice. Cool. EVs, right. So how do you... to the middle. So you have a cube. Have you got a picture? Cube. You make it like a pillow shape. Are we talking actually turning it into a pillow shape? How do I usually make pillow shapes? I have a very specific way how I make a pillow. Hold on a minute. Oh, right. Either I generate them in Blender or when I'm in Maya, I just do this. And I select the edges here, 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 and then I scale them out like that. Then I smooth it. You get like a, you know, like a pillow of the corners. Not me. Pillow. Do you use substance texture? Right, I do. Well, I should upload it. Somewhere on Discord. Wait, just upload it. Upload it in the public. You know, it's we're talking about it during stream, so I don't think that's necessarily a bad place to do it. Hold on a minute. Oh, I've scrolled up. That's ages ago I wrote that stuff. Oh, right. Oh, wow. That didn't take too long. Right. 38 seconds. Oh, actually. Now, Decimate. Oh, wait. How? Right into disk. Okay, let's check how big my disk is. 60 gigabytes left. 60 gigabytes left. We're good. We're good. A new pillow for the bed on the ship. Oh, a bed on the ship? Do you... Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't even realize Rainier said that. You both got very light profile pictures. I thought that was Andrea from Tokyo. Andrea. Are you actually from Tokyo? Is it cool? Is it nice up there? Down there? Is Tokyo lower than... Tokyo's lower than the UK on the hemisphere, right? Yeah. Japan's like southern hemisphere. Okay, I have to check this now. No. Let me... No. No. Go onto, like, Google Earth. Okay, I am very wrong. It is not at all southern hemisphere. Wow, southern hemisphere doesn't cover as much as you'd think. But the UK is higher than Japan. I was right in saying that. Oh, wow, yeah. Is that actually the hemisphere line? Barely anything's below southern or south. Or is that not the southern hemisphere map? I'm intrigued now. You know what I mean? I'm curious. And then North Hemisphere Southern. Wow, yeah, that is. Wow. I never realized how few things were actually in the Southern Hemisphere. Anyways. I have pillows in the boat anyway. We don't need a new pillow. Look. Where are they? Pillow! Oh, it can tell I modeled it the same way. Got the same way in the bed, yeah. Interesting. I still don't know if I like this or we should just be like, oh my god, it's got baked lighting on it, so that doesn't work very well, does it? Are these not set to movable? They are. There we go. There we go. Like, I like the cloth over it. Maybe it'll look fine when we actually do the scene properly, but or like when there's actually baked light and stuff. Did upload it. Nice. Give me pillow. I really hope that this is like a huge virus now. You just like can destroy my PC. Hold on a minute. What am I? Oh, there it is. Let's put him in a layer quick. Hide him. Boom. Let's have a look. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Right. So, are you asking how I'd UV map this, or are you asking you want one horizontal, one vertical line? I mean, honestly, I mean, if it was a square, so when you do a square, usually, you would find the front face that you want and then unwrap from the front. So if we wanted to wrap it over, let's say the top, you would deselect the three edges like this. So now it's wrapping around, but obviously you're going to get these parts connecting here. So you want to get rid of these and these. And that is basically how you'd usually do a square or a cube. And you can unwrap that like that. Oh, wait a minute. That is right? Or do I need to freeze the transformations? That's fine. Plug that on. There you go. And boom. We have... Can I get a better texture, please? Thank you. We have what usually, if you're doing a cube, how you would do it. I have to cut this properly in UVs. That would be how you would usually do it if you're doing a cube style. If you're doing it in a different way, the other way I would recommend doing it, especially in Substance, I would literally, because it's so thin, I would just cut it here. And have two different islands. And that means you've got all this area to work with. Obviously, there's a very slight bit of warping here, but if you're working something like Substance, that would be fine. Yeah, I mean, either or, I think would be fine. Like, either the way I just showed you first, like this, or the other way I showed you where you just do flat. Yeah, I think both will work. I usually live in Japan. I'm in Italy right now, going back in a few months, Corona permitting. Oh, right. What's it like? I'm curious. And how do you speak? How many languages do you speak? If you... Well, one, you can clearly speak English. If you usually live in Japan, I'm going to assume you speak Japanese, or at least to an extent. And if you were in Italy, was that just on holiday, or do you speak it? I missed 1.5 hours of the stream. Damn, son. That's not good. Where's... Then I did wrong thing, so we'll do it again. That's fine. If your UVs still come out... So, with UVs, there's tons of things you need to think about. It's either you're thinking about how many islands you're going to have, or you're thinking about how distorted your UVs are going to be. And sometimes you can't have the best of both worlds. Sometimes you're either going to have a little bit of distortion to your UVs, or you're going to have a load of islands. Where an island is, if I'm not making that clear, is it's the separate, you know, separate bits you got going on. It's like this part. Yeah, you can't always win. Sometimes you're going to have loads of islands, sometimes you're going to have distortion. There's always... I speak Italian, English, Japanese, and a little Spanish. I just remember watching a video, and all he said was, Watashi wa gay boy. That's the extent of my... And I know gay boy isn't Japanese. I actually did... That's a little bit of a lie, because I did used to do cue cards with my mate, Jake. He's actually been on call before. I didn't learn too much, admittedly. What did I learn? I learned, like, Watashi wa, which is me, I learned Gyunu, which is milk. Gyuniku, which is beef. I learned Ichinichi, which is 1 day or first day of the month, I believe. I learned Konnichiwa. I learned... I do know more. I just can't get it to my head right now. I remember Kita was north, and Gita was guitar, and Aerobeta was elevator, Camera was camera, Shishin was picture, image, photograph, Shishin. I know Shabu Shabu is a dish, and it's called Shabu Shabu because it's an onomatopoeia, and it sounds like Shabu Shabu apparently, which stands for is translated to swish swish. I know that. I don't know how correct that is, but that's what I was told. See, my Japanese is so good. I'd like to learn Japanese. It's not on my priority list, though, and it's not something I'm too interested in. It's one of those things where it's like, I'd like to know that, but I'm not necessarily... It's not like a thing I need to know, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to learn to be better at 3D modeling, and that is something I want to be better at in general because it's something I want to, you know, have as a job. Whereas, wanting to speak Shashin, that's it, Shashin is picture. Oh, moshi moshi, or moshi moshi, is like hi, but a very informal hi, right? With that Japanese, you can have a safe trip to Japan as a tourist. They will love you and your tourist money. Nice. I just got to remember not to tip. Then again, the British don't tip either, so I feel like I'd be fine with that. I like your modelling style. Thank you. I'm not modelling right now, but thank you. How do you say I like your 3D modeling in Japanese? Or at least the closest translation to it. Because sometimes it's obviously not quite. It's something like, hi, hello. Only used in phone calls and such. Yeah, exactly. And in anime. Yeah, it's a much more informal way of greeting someone. Whereas, I don't know why I think it was konnichiwa. Is konnichiwa saying hello? I don't think it is, right? Konnichiwa definition. Oh, it is. Sorry. See, I'm just getting words mixed up now. I blame the pills I'm taking. They're messing with my mind. These have a back to them. No, they don't. I could just boop. Oh, wait. Unitize first, then boop. Oh my lord, what's happening in there? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis. I think we're done. There's everything, right? Nice. Has UE4 decimated? It has, but it's running slower. It's not even as... Oh no, it is! Oh, I should have done that way. How do I redo? Hey, okay, we reduced it by quite a bit. It's running slower. I'm not quite sure why that is, but it is now only 2.7, and it looks exactly the same. So now if we export it, or if we, sorry, C plugin, FPS, export, desktop, barrel, model, that, but don't save over that because we want it as a high poly. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it should work. Good afternoon. Ohayo gozaimasu is good morning. Konbanwa is good evening. I love it because, like, I try sometimes to put a slight accent on, because, like, in any language, like, if you're like, oh, bonjour, like, I know that's, like, obviously a little thingy, but you try to put on, like, as an English person, I feel like we try to put on some sort of accent when we're doing different languages, right? So, like, when we're speaking Japanese, well, I'm trying to say some Japanese words, like, watashi wa Steve desu, something like that. Instead of saying, oh, watashi wa Steve desu, you know, it's... I try to put something with it to make it not sound as English. I know it still sounds very English to a Japanese person. If I was like, oh, watashi wa Steve desu, they'd be like, well, that's very English. But I feel like it's better than, you know, the other way. So is that anata no 3D model... What? Modoringu no yari kata ga suki desu. I probably butchered that. Let's try one more time. Anata no 3D modoringu no yari kata ga suki desu. How was that? What's this on? Watashi wa... Oh, wait, we got a second. Wait, hold on a minute. Watashi wa ano no 3D modoringu sutaru ga suki desu. I like your 3D modeling style. Ah. That's cool. The only other oh nice. The only other language I ever tried to learn was sign language. And sign language, I actually did know a bit, but now I only know very little. It's like I guess hello. I don't think I ever learned what hello was because you just wave. But it'd be like how are you today? I'm feeling happy, or I'm feeling good. God, I did know loads more. I did know how to do the whole alphabet. It's been a very long time. I got really interested in it. If I actually sat down and tried to find loads of practicing things I used to do, I probably would be able to get it. But they would say more something like, you are good at it, rather than saying, I like it. Ah. You have a nicer accent than some people I know that live there for years. Well, I know some people who don't put on the accent. So let's read that sentence again. So if we read your Anata no Fridi Mororingu no Yarikata ga suki desu, right? Some people I know would say, Anata no 3D Mororingu. Well, I even kind of put an accent there. No Yarigata ga suki desu. I'd be like, well, you're not trying though. It's like if you want to speak posh in English, you know. It's like, I'm not very posh. I don't know posh words. I mean, I can't even think. But you'd put on an accent, right? Even if you were trying to speak posh, or if you're trying to speak anything, you know. I can't really do accents. I can do impressions, as you guys have heard, like one man, one mission, one desire. But I can't specifically do accents. So I actually have a harder time. But I do try to put the effort in if I'm actually speaking a different language. It's because when I hear them as well, whenever I hear, especially when I hear Japanese spoken from a lady, from a woman, they tend to speak like, when they're speaking like English, like, oh, hello everyone, or, you know, maybe they're slightly high pitched, but as soon as they go into like Japanese, they're like, ohayo, like, they're like, it's like they go higher pitched, and I'm like, that's really strange. I don't know if that's just them doing it intentionally, or if in general, when you're speaking Japanese, it's especially well, at least for a woman, you tend to speak it at a slightly higher pitch. Wait, which part shows? You're like 10 seconds behind, and I'm like yabbering on about so much right now. What are we doing? I've lost my train of thought. All right, here, export, substance. I like how we're almost on track despite me freaking just messing around the whole time. We're almost done the barrel. It doesn't take very long in substance. Like, you can keep adding detail, obviously. Here you go. Benjamin. Wait, it's Benjamin. Hold on a minute. But your name's different in here. Bannerman. Look, your name's Bannerman or Bennerman. You ain't got a J in your name in Discord. I thought I just read it wrong. It shows that you put the effort on using the right accent. Nice, nice. I like that. It's not always intentional, to be fair. I don't know, sometimes... Maybe it's because I've, like, watched... No, I don't want to say it's because I've watched anime, because I don't actually think that's got that much of a thingy. I don't know, when I read the words, I guess it just feels like they at least need to be read in that kind of way. If that makes some sort of sense. I was watching someone, his name's Connor, isn't it, online, and he lives in Japan, and he speaks some Japanese, and he speaks in a really, really deep, like very, very deep sort of voice, and especially when he speaks Japanese, and I find it really entertaining. Like, it's really interesting. Problem with me is when I have an interest in something, I don't go all the way into it. Like when people like, you know, like when people got into anime, they start looking at, oh, let's learn Japanese, and oh, let's join all this stuff. I'm not like that. You know, I got into anime and it stayed as just an entertainment medium. I wasn't that interested in learning Japanese. I wasn't that interested in the, you know, I had some interest in the culture. I have interest in all culture though. I like how a lot of places work, not just Japan. I like how, you know, when you see like India, I think Indian marketplaces are so cool. It's a really random thing to talk about, but I love culture in general. So I don't necessarily think, oh, you know, Japanese, I need to learn everything about it just because I watch anime. Japan, there was a guy who called me that way, Discord, and stuck with me, but I'm Benjamin. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. Using the right accent, understanding the little nuances of the language that sets a non-native Japanese speaker apart from it. Okay, I'm into... Oh my god, what happened? Are you okay, brother? Brother, what happened? Some of you are working, some of you are really not. Oh, that works better. It's not quite there, but it works better. Yeah, we've got some leakage. Wait. No, just 0.05. Hold on a minute. So we want to reduce that. Oh, we're getting some reduced. I'm not into animes either. Oh, no, I am into anime. I was just saying that being into anime didn't make me go extremely into wanting to learn the Japanese culture just because I was into one part of something that Japanese produce. Because I've always found some people, like I said, go a little bit overboard. They'll like one part of something and then want to learn the entire thing. Or pretend like they want to learn the entire thing and then hate everything else about the culture. I'm like, well, that's a bit judgmental, you know? You can't base your whole experience of a culture just because you like anime. Doesn't mean you know what you talk about with Japan. It's like when people will say that they know what to talk about with guns and they play Call of Duty. And I'm like, have you fired a firearm before? I was in Army Cadets, I fired plenty of firearms. It was very fun. I like firearms. I'm not a gun nut or anything, but I do enjoy a firearm. Let's see how this looks. We're getting a lot of errors, but I don't really know why. Let's come into the baking one more time. Let's turn one of these up and keep the other one low and see what we get. Yeah, it's like I remember so many people used to be like, I love guns, I'd love to fire a gun. And I remember one great example was we was in I can't show them on stream. I've actually got 2 rifles in the corner of my room. They're not, you can actually just see one. I think, I'm not sure. They're not like real runs. They're like I don't think it's just the AO. It might be though. No, it's the normals as well. It's baking it too far away from the surface, but then when I try to reduce that value, like there, oh, I can't swivel around while it's baking. It's not baking far enough from the surface. Like we've brought it in too much and we're getting this clipping. So that's very strange. What if we turn this up like really high? I could make my own custom cage, but I don't think that'll work very well. Nah, it's not working very well. I mean, I guess you could use... The high poly wouldn't work as the cage, would it? No, it doesn't even let you do it, look. I mean, it might look fine when you got the textures on. Let's have a look. Oh, additionally, what I should do... I don't want to cancel it because I'm always afraid it's going to break it. Come into curvature, turn, I guess, turn those up. And come into the ambient occlusion and turn that up. There. Let's turn up the LF information it's getting. Maybe the issue is because I didn't, yeah, you know what? I bet the main issue is because I dragged out loads of stuff, but we don't have a plane in the middle. We don't have a plane here. So in like the high poly, this is coming out all the way to here. So it can't make up for that information. So one way to fix that is I could come into ZBrush. Close what we got here because I don't need it anymore. Reopen it because that was our decimated version. I like closing and reopening ZBrush. I don't know. I don't like the way you navigate in ZBrush in general. So I like restarting it when I want to open stuff. Barrel, ZBrush, barrel. And what I could do, and it's going to make it quite high poly, admittedly. I could always reduce it later. Times that by 2, get 14,000. And then export that, and then UV map that. Oh, missing some geo. I thought you said Gooch originally. Whoops. I'm too far away. My monitor, your writing's like tiny for me from back here. So we go... I mean, 14,000 I don't really care much about anyway. That's fine. We're not making this scene to be worked in a video game. We're just making it to look nice. Why didn't you just open a new scene in ZBrush? Well, because I was reloading. Well, I don't know. I just don't like reopening scenes. I think it's because in uni there kept being like issues with ZBrush opening scenes, and it kept like keeping your subtools from old scenes. And ever since then, I've just not liked doing it. Second low poly. Yeah, and ever since then, it's just bothered me. Right, so instead we'll say bye bye. We'll quickly UV map. What time is it? Okay. I hate that. You see this? Look, it won't bring it in now. Maya's been doing this a lot lately. Let's freaking go new scene. Where it won't let me bring in another asset into the scene. I have no idea why. So let's just redo the UV mapping in here. Yeah, it's funny because before I got a job in the industry, before I got this job, people would always compliment me on my UV mapping skills of all things. Oh, I don't want to UV map it like that. It's gonna take too long. Just UV map it like this. There you go. Why am I hearing like a crackle? I do sometimes put my headset on when my hair's still slightly bit wet. If you don't have a poly budget, you're like, to be fair, yeah. If I don't have a poly budget, I should be carrying less. But it's because sometimes I'm like, I want to sell this scene because, you know, people who enjoy my work can buy it. And I'm like, if I have it, you know, I don't have to keep it too low on a poly count. But if I have it too high, people are going to be like, well, Steve, I'd love to buy it, but I can't use it in my scene because it's not really appropriate for my scene. It's a bit too high poly. Oh, I shouldn't have done it like that. I should have manually selected top to bottom like this, like I did before. I'll just re-UV mapping it. When you export an object from Maya to Substance Painter, OBJ or FX Pair, or it doesn't matter. It does matter. OBJs always seem to flip themselves the wrong way in Substance. I have no idea why. Even when I set the Y-axis, or sorry, the up axis to Y or Z, it's always, it can't decide which way around it wants to import as. That's why I prefer FBX. Also, FBX stores more information, like texture data and stuff. So if you do, for example, have your own ID map already assigned to your model, it's better to go with FBX because it will come in, or attempt to come in. I can't remember how you do it. There is a way to do it with your ID map. Your full-time job is freelancing. No, my full-time job was nothing. But very recently, someone's hired me as full-time worker on 3D. I start Monday. So I'm very excited for that. I have done freelance quite a bit in the past. but it's never. I would never consider it a full-time job because people want you few and far between. 1 month you could have, you know, $1 to $2 grand come in because people want you to do 3D for them, and then you could have 4 months of nothing. So now you've got $2 grand to last you for 4 months. So £500 a month isn't really what I'd consider living. Admittedly, if I was a better artist, I might find more work, but that's easier said than done. But now I found full-time work, and that's always nice. Congrats on your job. Thanks, man. Oh, I had not told you before. UE for FBX, I'd say is better again because you can import it with some other options attached, like textures. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter too much. I could be wrong in saying that, and someone might say no and slap me on the face, say freaking FBX all the way. In general terms, FBX, at least for games engines, are usually better. In general terms, you'll find more people saying how good an FBX is over a OBJ. Similarly to like image types, you can get away with JPEGs, but most of the time someone's going to say to you, no, please PNG, Targa, EXRs, you know. But if what you could literally give them a JPEG that works perfectly for it, but they might still want a PNG. It's just one of those things that people tend to prefer. And there's not usually, obviously in that case, PNGs are usually better because not only can they store higher quality information, they can also store alpha information, so you just got an extra map entirely to work with. Have you seen the state of play for the new Ratchet & Clank? I have not, because I don't want to spoil myself. I know that's like, what do you mean spoil yourself? It's just the way the game works. I'm like, yeah, that's I've played every Ratchet & Clank. I love the games to death. They're my favorite video games. They literally, Ratchet & Clank's my favorite video game. So I want to keep it like as secret from myself as possible, because I want to play it and experience all of these new mechanics, all this new stuff without seeing it first. But Ratchet & Clank is just so good. It's just had everything, you know. Like, it didn't necessarily have like an amazing story, but it had so many memorable characters and just hilarious moments. Uh-oh. No, that's right. It's fine. Look broken, but it's not. Let's quickly save this as barrel 2, because I like keeping the old files just in case I, for some reason, need to go back to them. We're going to be a little late for my schedule now. I said finish by 2. It's probably going to be about 1:30 by the time we finish, because I wanted to redo this. No shame in redoing work. One of the biggest things we got told in university was the term fail faster. If what you're doing is not working, move on, you know, and, you know, essentially fail at what you're doing faster and move on to the correct way to do it, you know what I'm saying? And I took that to heart. I think that's very good advice. At the same time, don't need to make everything perfect. Freaking, I know too many people who will restart their work 50 times over because they want it to be perfect, just for a tiny little envelope in the corner of the scene. Fail fast, fail often. Exactly. These arts you made, what we can see in the left corner, you made those for clients. No. That's. I don't show anything I make for clients. They're just stuff I made for myself. And that was a hella of an advice. Yeah, but yeah, additionally, the extra advice I gave about do not keep redoing things. If again, fail faster and get it done, but that's if you're failing. If it looks good enough and you're on a time budget, get it done. Get her done. You know what I'm saying? Now this, or everything on my portfolio was luxury made, which is shown in the bottom left corner. Everything, I sell some of it on the marketplace, but everything here was made because I enjoy doing 3D in my spare time. You know, this is just my assets. Stylized props. Got like a whole bunch of them in here. And then your environments. Still my favorite environment. This was so fun to make. And all the audio was made by my mouth, except the music. So I think you hear like train coming in. Was me going. And same with him leaving. Hold on a minute. Good times, good times. Yeah, this is just stuff I make because I enjoy doing 3D. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm usually under some form of NDA when I make stuff for clients. Again, it's not like I've made a whole bunch for clients. It's few and far between. I'd say on average, I probably find at least decent freelance work every 6 months. So I wouldn't consider that a lot. And I've been out of uni for 5 years, so that means on average 6 months, 10 projects. That sounds about right. Oh. How did I do that? So, save what I got. If your mine's ever running slow, edit, little type history, and that should speed it up a tad. Cut that one edge. There you go. And now that should be fine. Sweet. Select everything. Lay it out. Yeah, that should work. I've seen a UV video of that stylized environment with the fish a long time ago. Not that long, but still. Nice. That's pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. And I bet this will work a million times better than what we had. I could come into this and reduce a lot of the poly count myself. Which I might do off stream. Not on stream, because it's boring on stream. But I could do. And we could have it looking a million times better. Well, not looking better, sorry. We could have it a lot more optimized. So this, after we bake it, should look a hell of a lot better. Hi, bro. Hey, man. How's it going? Priyanshu Chauhan. Chauhan? I hope I butchered that as much as I could. I do apologize. What's up, bro? Not much, man. Just doing the 3D modeling, you know. Same old, same old. What we do kind of best. Kind of not. Really depends what perspective you want to look at. Wait, what do we want to do? We want to... Right, we want to put materials in it. What am I doing? Boom. Boom, boom. Stylized. What we got? We got some wood. Yeah, that's wood. Not quite the wood I'm looking for. That is interesting. Let's get the metal on first. Starlight, metal stylized. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. On all of these guys. Nice. You reduce the poly count. The reduce option within my is not working in this case. I mean, it could do. I like reducing manually because watch, if we do it like in here. So let's see what details we keep. So obviously here we could reduce a lot, but mesh reduce. So honestly, there you go, there you go. Look at these. That shape is probably not going to work for what we're looking for. Oh, definitely not. No, that really breaks. So that, like, I don't know. I don't like Myers reduce. I like manually doing it. Where are you from? I am from England. Unless you want more specific, then I am from originally Milton Keynes. I'm not from there now. I mean, it works. Well, it's quite nice at the top, surprisingly. That's the place I thought would look the worst. Curvature. Yeah, we got that all turned up. Turned up for what? Looks like that. Nice. Nice. I'm actually quite impressed with how it looks, at least at the top and bottom. The sides, you know, look how I kind of thought, but... So I want way less that we're selecting on here. Maybe less of a... More of a blur? Less of a blur. Less of a blur. Less of this. Vermilion. Nice. How's everyone in my chat? How's everyone in my chat from somewhere else and can speak better than I can? That's not fair. Or write better than I can, should I say. You guys aren't speaking. You're just writing to me. That is a barrel. Indeedy. Now, we want to add some very basic stuff that you should add to all of your stylized models, which is position maps. How do you reduce it manually? You delete the loops or... Yeah. I just delete the loops, yeah. So if I wanted to optimize this a bit more, I'll come in here. Usually, so the way I describe optimizing is a successful optimization is reducing edge loops and having the shape not change, or very minimal, right? So if I were to come into here and we were doing this, I'd probably fix that up and have that clamp in the middle, but that's fine. Now, if I were to look at the overall silhouette and we were to take that out, how much... Why did it re-hide it? Stop it. Okay, we'll just do it like this. How much detail are we losing there? How much is the shape changing? So it's changing quite drastically. So maybe we'll keep something like this, and maybe we'll keep... No, not that. Maybe we'll keep this. So yeah, that's not too much. Now basically, I just keep going until what I'm removing doesn't look like it's changed too much. Same with this direction. I could probably get away with removing each, like one... That's what I'm looking for. Every other one of these, and we'll probably be fine on detail. You've got to remember, it is baking from a high poly, so a lot of the time it's not too big of a deal. Obviously, that's an end gone, so you could always just do a clean up on that afterwards. But yeah, basically, I'll just keep doing that until it's not changed too much, but I've obviously reduced a lot of poly count. Again, go to filter, generators, not filters. Generator. Position. That. Nice. Like that. We want to tint it red. A bit lower. Probably a bit more over here. Set it to a multiply. Cool. Definitely darker and less red. And turn this down so we get a slight red coming into it as it gets to the bottom. Maybe a bit more turned up, a bit less red, a bit darker, a bit more red. Wait, that saturation of here. It's a bit more in this direction. Cool. Then we want another layer. I have a bad habit of duplicating, but in this case it's probably fine because I'm just going to select this, invert. Make this an overlay, and instead of red we want it to be a slight yellowy tint. More over here, turn that down, and we want something like that, so the tips get a bit brighter and a bit more yellow. I want to bring this down a bit more, so we'll sharpen that and we'll lower it more like that, so we're getting much darker tones than that, getting a little bit weaker. Cool. Sponge. Have I got a stylized sponge? Scroll. Wax. See, I've made all these before, and they're very simple. How do you reduce them? Oh, I already read that. What I actually want to do is do a duplicate of this. Black mask it. Reselect you. You. And you. Because I want these details to really pop on the top and bottom. Now if I come into here, should be able to turn these up. There you go. That's better. Cool. Nice. Cool. Now, I want to manually draw around the center. I want the sort of the belly of it to be a little bit lighter in color. Come into here, we'll do a filter, we'll do a blur. Yeah, like that. We'll take off all of these. We'll make it lighter. We'll set it to a soft color. A soft light, so I say. Cool. Maybe an overlay. That's better. Cool. And additionally, I like manually drawing these recently, where I just come into here. I basically draw where things are attached to it, like this. I know you can get this without ambient occlusion, but I've got some without ambient occlusion, but I also like drawing a bit of it, because I do a huge fade on it. Or a huge blur on it, should I say. I feel like it just looks nice. Wait, one of those is missing. You see that? That one. That's wood. I don't want a wooden dowel in there. There you go. And on this one, we filter, we blur. Turn you up to like there. Perfect. Set you to a multiply. Okay. We turn off everything else, because I don't want any of those to be affected. Cool. Make your color a bit darker. Ooh, I like that. Maybe not quite so strong. There you go. Nice. See, I could, like I said, I could have added more detail when I was actually in ZBrush, but looking pretty swag. It's exactly what I want anyway. Some people might be like, no, it doesn't look good at all. I'm like, well, that's what I wanted it to look like. What's happening here? Oh, right. Oh, right. What? This card's very interesting. Well, that's be like an overlay. Maybe we don't use that one. Maybe use skin. Stylized skin. Probably that one. A red wax. I know it's not actually going to be a red wax, but we can use it as a base. Okay. We want it to be nice. I could just change color to whatever I want, and it should swap over to it. Yep. It's going to be like a yellowy, right? Like that. Why does that look like green when I go over there? What do you think? Turn down our darkening areas. Oh, let's stick with that. Cool. Made that a little less strong, because that's very overpowering. Oh, okay, that's a little underpowering now. There you go. Cool. Great on my layer. Come in smart mask. Go. Oops, smart masks. Go cavity. Let's use cavity rust. Set that to a multiply. Cheese. Kill. I don't know what you mean. It doesn't look like cheese at all. Right, the cavity is not filling up the cavity the way I thought. So instead, what I like to do, if something's not working, I do it myself. So I want essentially the gaps, the dents, like cheese, to have a bit of darker areas in it. There you go. It goes very pink colour, doesn't it? Light blur. So it's a black. Wow, that's not visible at all, is it? Oh, that'd be white. There you go. That's better. Cool. That's pretty much my barrel. I definitely could have put more into it, but it's a barrel. Save. Again, I'll probably put more into it off stream, so don't you worry about that. Remember that cork is basically bark. Wait, is it? Is that what corks are made of? I actually have no idea. Oh, you're right. I need to make it way more brown. See, that's why you should look up reference. Brown. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could just freaking... Oh, it ends up the same color as this. I wonder if I could add a layer. Add a... procedural. Cells. Yes. What? Not at all. Oh, is that just because the cells are huge? Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, or do I need to black mask it and then add a fill in there? No. No, I was doing it right. Base color. Scale. Aha, there you go. The resolution is really coming into play now. Cool. Let's multiply. Wow, why is that so dark? Considering it's like very light. Oh, because the cells, right? Because the color of the cells. Well, then how do I change the color of the cells? Why don't I remember this? Huh? If I did this. Well, not quite. I mean, I could do this though. There we go. That's more what I'm looking for. Just sort of spotted. Slightly wash out this colour. Yeah. That's fine. That's good enough. Barrel. Textures. Select. Penta. Prung. Packed. Export. Nice. Unreal Engine. Barrel, you're coming in. Who would have thought? Barrel. Barrel. Props. I don't see no barrel. I think I may have grabbed the wrong file. Not folder. Boom! Barrel. Here we are. Look at that big boy. We need to reduce his size by half. 0.5, 0.55. I like making the build. That's the LODs. That's the wrong build. Hold on a minute. Is it not called build? Build scale. But that's the one I want. Apply changes. Oh, it's because I didn't click apply changes. That could have been why. Now, textures. Don't lose where I am. Texture, not ZBrush. Textures. Grab those guys, bring them in. Rename them correctly. Barrel. Barrel? Barrel. Barrel. Base color. Oh, I should really put an N at the end of that because it means normals. And this is OM for occlusion, roughness, metallic. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to grab an existing texture, like map table. So map table. There we are, because that's actually an instance over there. Duplicate it. Call this one barrel. Right in the word barrel now. So isolate it out. If I actually go into the entire thing, we'll only get that. Nice. Bring this up. Make sure we put it on the model itself, which I keep forgetting to do recently. Then open up your material. And all you've got to do is select your new material, or your materials that I've already set up, because I already made it before. And plonk. 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 Make sure this is set correctly. Linear color. Turn off my sRGB. Reconnect that to reset it. There you go. Click apply. That should be our barrel. Boom. There he is. Look at the lad. Look at him. He's a good boy. All right. Do a quick duplicate of this, or a quick instance of this. Sorry, not duplicate. 0 instance on that. Click on here. I like reducing the color most of the time by about 0.2 to make it a little bit dimmer. Noise. Pop them over and start stacking them up with the others. Got one. Whoops. We got one. We got two. Now, if I redo the barrel a little bit, even to model the texture, as long as I import it as the same name and everything, it will come in with our better version. I think this turned out pretty good, though. I don't know if I need to necessarily redo this. Maybe just touch a couple areas up in the substance, but in the old substance. Okay. I mean, they are in the shadows, so it's kind of hard to see the full quality of them. I mean, he's a boy. Okay, barrel's down here. Let's look at chat. Looking spiffy. I'm digging it. Nice. I'm tired. Don't worry, I'm always tired. Especially taking these. Oh, you know what? I need to take 2 more. Oh, I shouldn't take them on stream. That's bad. Can't show anything like that on stream. You know, we should do a drunk stream at some point. Would you guys like that? I think you probably would. So yeah, obviously we're just placing things where they need to go. We've also got all of this we need to place. Sometimes I do a variant that's laying down, just because I can put it at a different origin point. Because you can see the origin point's at the back, and the wrist is at the back, so I can just place it like this, you know. Whereas when I want it on the side, it's now got an a really interesting origin point. Sometimes I will, you know, import them as a side one. One more excuse to get tipsy. That is true. I got very, very drunk the other day. The most drunk I've probably ever been in my life. For no reason. No, there was literally no reason. I was just felt in the mood to drink. Maybe it was partly because I was having chest pain and I was like, you know what, this will help numb it, and I won't think about it. I don't know. But I was just like, we're having a drink, and I drank a lot. I drank a very lot of alcohol, and I would not recommend anybody drink that much. It's not a healthy amount I drank. I mean, almost no alcohol is a healthy amount. It's like, what, 1 cup, or 1 glass, like a week is considered healthy because the stuff in it, but bar that. Cool. Oh, you know what? We should have some turned. Oh, well, it won't make sense in here turn the wrong way, but in here, some upside down. I'm digging it. Everyone like here. Oh, they're big, aren't they? See, it's like very bright, isn't it? Like the colors, like kind of contrast a little bit. Oh, hold on a minute. It would help if I actually put on the one I slightly changed. That's a bit better. I just think it needs to be a tad darker. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. What if I'm like... How would they sit on this in a really weird way? Not quite. Not quite. I don't know if I want it there, but we'll see. Or maybe have one laying down behind it. It's always good to clutter up. If you want a room to be messy, it is always good to just clutter it up, you know. Do you think it's bad or it's fine if I make a portfolio piece and after I put lights, texture it, render it in Maya, then import it to Photoshop and make it look better with camera raw filter? Do you think it's bad or it's fine if I make a portfolio piece and after I put lights... So wait, it's about... Is it bad to use Photoshop afterwards to essentially make the piece look better? Is that what you're asking? Or we need barrels anywhere else. You know what? They're such a easy to place piece. That I probably want like a couple under here. Yes. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's kind of you should make it clear what you're showing off. I'm not there. My bad. Oh, that's just cool. I just wanted to make sure that's what you meant. You said it fine. I just wanted to make sure that's what you meant. Yeah, it's all about, you just need to make it clear that's what you're trying to show off. I catch you, I didn't get notified. You never get notified. It's kind of bad. Unfair. I want you to always be here, Exchanger. What's new? Yeah, so if, for example, I actually make fun of this all the time. If you want to show off it after it's been Photoshopped, right, when you're on ArtStation, put in that you use Photoshop, obviously, and like the little logo to say you've used Photoshop, and then right in there after Photoshop filters or something. You should always make it clear what you've done, because you can't claim and say this is real-time render when it's not real-time. If you've done post-processing, that isn't real-time anymore to an extent. So you should make it clear. That's what you need to do. Just make it clear that you've like done Photoshop to it. As soon as you've done that, I think you're golden. What's my barrels? Oh, no, not barrels. What's my these guys are a freaking blueprint because I took them from my old scene, didn't I? Content, not barrels. What are they called? Crates. Go crate. There you go. Oh, crate no top. I forgot about that one. We should do one with no top. So these is huge. 0.5. There you go. So we just want to fill some of these areas up to make it just look like there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Just clutter. Just to add something. See, I actually have one of these already. But I do want to make my own ones, like some new ones. Because these will just me copy and pasting a beam and reusing it over and over again. I actually want to make a proper one. It's good for modularity, bad for actually looking unique. Also, shout out to my friend Luke. He actually, I did a bit of editing, made it look like it was painted on and stuff, but he actually designed this map for me. I slapped it onto the texture, did some painting around it to look like it's painted on and stuff, and voila. I agree. As long as you disclaim the fact that you post-processed the image, it should be fine. Usually, though, it's better to show it in the purest form if it's for a click. Yeah, if you're looking to actually interest someone, to show someone you can make something look good in the Unreal Engine. Like, I could have snuckily, with this scene, I could have had such an easier time if I just jumped into Photoshop and then applied like a hey Bob Small. If I could have whipped into Photoshop and then made like a very clear cut, like a washed over block colory effect onto it to save me a lot of time. But instead, I went into the post-processing unit and I did use some tutorials, but I essentially made my own sort of cell shaded effect to make it look the way it looks, because I wanted to show I could make it look that way in the Unreal Engine. But with that said, if you're doing something like architecture, that's not how you spell it. Architecture, there you go. Architecture, 3D, Unreal Engine. So if you're doing something like an architecture thing, like an interior design like this, I'd probably say it's fine to an extent going into Photoshop, because the whole point is you're just trying to show off that you can make something look arc-viz. You're not always trying to demonstrate with arc-viz that you're capable of making it look that way in a real-time engine like Unreal Engine. You're just trying to demonstrate that you can make something look that way, full stop. If that's the case, but again, you should say rendered in Unreal Engine, post-processed in Photoshop. Yeah, it's all swings and roundabouts. It's all like dependent on what. That looks really nice. What you're doing. Anyways. Yeah, I really like Luke's map. You should have seen it before. It was freaking terrible. I'm not very good at drawing maps. That's why I got Luke to do it. It looks nice on it, though. I applied some of the texturing that I had on the map underneath, and then I washed it out and stuff because I wanted it to look like it was part of the actual map. When I first plonked it on there, obviously it didn't have any edges to look like it was painted. And additionally, it was just quite vibrant, and I had to sort of mess it around. What is post-processing? As in, you don't know what post-processing is. If you don't know what post-processing is, you can drag in a post-processing volume. In general, post-processing doesn't necessarily mean a post-processing volume in the Unreal Engine. Post-processing means you've processed it after finishing it. So, for example, you've taken it out, you've taken an image in Unreal Engine, you plonk it into Photoshop, and then you do... Maybe the term I'm looking for isn't post-process, but I feel like it is, right? But basically, you do changes to it. So you do something in post, you do it afterwards. That's what post-process volume is in the Unreal Engine. You're essentially changing something in post. So after all the lighting and everything's working, you then come into your post-processor. Well, where is he? He's all the way down here, apparently. And then I could come into here and I could go, oh, let's have a really high bloom. Wow, actually, I like that. Not obviously that high, but maybe like 2. What was it on a 0.4? Yeah, 2. Yeah. Change your exposure. Obviously, going below would make it darker. Going high. Get higher. One thing I don't like about the Unreal Engine is they tried to make everything... Well, that's default. I have it on 0. They tried to make everything... Yeah. Like saturating the colors to make it more realistic. That's a very good example. It's just like, let me get like an image of one of my scenes. So if I were to take one of my scenes, so none of my scenes look realistic enough, in my opinion, for me to do enough to it to make it look realistic. But let's take something. Let's go like this. Just bring up Photoshop. Time to add volumetric scattering. Jesus Christ, that would be quite demanding. I need to come into all of this anyway and do tons of adjustment, but I obviously don't want to do that until I fully rendered the scene, because there's no point until all the assets are in and I'm building lighting and everything to mess with the post-processing. Like it's recommending it's in post. I should do it at the end. You know what I'm saying? File, new. So I'm not actually very good at Photoshop post-processing, but I take one of my images that I made. I could go like an auto tone, auto contrast, auto color. Wow, I do not like that auto color or that auto tone. Coming to levels. Cool. I could do like quick. I'm not much of a post-processing kind of guy. I don't do stuff in post because I like to make it look as good as I can in things. So bear with me. This isn't going to look as good as you guys probably think it's going to. You know, do some effects on it. Where's my scaler? Oh, what the? It's on a completely different monitor. That's brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Let's go into user saturations. Another monitor again. I could... Oh, on the wrong layer. Nice. Yeah, obviously you just change it until you start getting a more realistic effect. Again, it's not a very realistic looking photo to begin with, so it's very hard to do that with. Please do it at the end. UFO loves Quest. That is very true. My UFO has been quite nice to me lately. But yeah, as I said, I'm not a very good at this kind of stuff, like the post stuff. So I wouldn't know where to go with making it look good. How do you do like a blur around a point? I know that's the thing. Box blur. Nope, that's not what I was thinking it would do at all. But anyways, yeah, it's basically messing it around in here to make it look better. Radial blur. That didn't do anything. Interesting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just basically edit it till it's good. Again, I'm not very good at that stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Is that baked? Yes, you see the color change. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did a barrel today, so not anything too fantastic, but we had a nice little chat about random stuff. We even talked about Japanese culture, which is awesome to talk about. I love to talk about different cultures. Yeah. For those of you who have not seen the progress so far, quick have a fly around. So we're basically just doing small assets at a time, you know. Slowly building up everything. Doesn't have preview. Oh, does it not? Is that what I was just looking at? We've got this room probably the closest to being finished. I say finished like that with quotation marks because there's not a lot. Well, there's still a lot to do, should I say. We need something in this corner. Maybe a table. Maybe like a small table. That does kind of just look like that, but shrunk. It kind of looks like a stool. It could be like... Wait, it could be like... Whoa, oh. No, whoa. We've got like a little stool. Not quite how it works, but... Could I put anything in that corner? Oh yeah, we've got a sword over here as well. That's the one. Set me the model of, I remodel it and quickly did a texture for it. I think my backpack's still one of the best assets in the scene so far. He came out fantastic. He's kind of not lit very well here. It's hard to really see all the detail, but yeah. Really loved how he turned out. Oh, right. What about bookshelf? Oh, that's a very good idea. I don't have a bookshelf, do I? No. Bookshelf, 100%. You are correct. Bookshelf right here. Like maybe here, coming out to here. Up here. Let's if you ever want to come up with ideas and you don't want to forget them, you should block out anyway, but block out your stuff. I needed a basic cube for this. If I just keep this here, it'll keep me in the know-how, or just remembering that I want a bookshelf here. Just like that. Is there a globe? Oh, a globe! That's a good idea as well. Oh my god, we got... Does a globe make sense if we've got maps? It does, right? You can have a globe and maps. Oh, we've got an hourglass. It's not down here though. We haven't textured it, but we've got an hourglass. Like a really sort of like a, not a fancy one, but you know, like a little bit higher up. But we got that. When I've done that. But yeah, you're right. A globe. A globe is such a good idea. What's this? I rendered a PNG scene before the post-processing Maya and did it already. The post-processing in Photoshop, and I and I did the post-processing in Photoshop because I couldn't do it in Maya. Right? Yeah, I mean that's fine. If you just want it to look good, go for it. Go ham in Photoshop. If you want to demonstrate, you can make something, for example, real time in UE4. It's probably not a good idea to show it in Photoshop because that's not showing it real time. So yeah, as long as you're love the globe idea. I do like the globe idea. How would a globe look? We got that. See, Alex coming in with the good stuff. Honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons why I like streaming is because you guys come in with these really good ideas. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. And I take credit for it. And I'm like, oh, I'm so clever. I'm like, no one helped me with this. It's all my idea. Yeah, what do their stands look like? That'd be, oh, God. Oh, I'm not in Maya. I'm pushing Maya shortcuts. I mean, this isn't quite right, but that doesn't look like a globe. But they usually have it like come down the side, don't they? It's just basically they don't have it coming over the top. They usually have it coming down here, then they have like something here, like a, I don't know, like another sphere that comes in. I'll get reference for something like this. It's just right now we're just winging it because we're just doing a quick block out. My friend Alan loves doing blockouts. I'm not the biggest fan. I think blockouts are cool, but I don't sometimes see the point of a blockout because I could just make the mesh now. I'm not going to continue doing any more work. That does not look like a globe at all. Let's just keep it at that. So it reminds me we want a globe. Probably would have looked it better, but I'm not good with you for lying in with all of the other stuff. Right. Can you check that? Yeah, sure. You should uploading it now. Or would you... I'm streaming tomorrow. How about this? We'll look at it tomorrow because I do want to come off and I do want to take my tablets. So I will look at it tomorrow and we'll have a look see what we can advice I can give you on basically having it look good in the Unreal Engine. Thank you lot for coming. Thank you, Alex, for your great idea. I hope you all are enjoying the scene so far as much as I am. And yeah, if you do want to talk to me off stream, as some of you already have, you could join the Discord and have a chat with me there. Or just if you need any help with anything, I try to keep myself available to help you guys out. If you ever need help and it's something I can help you with, I do try my best to help you out. I'm just very busy at the moment. But yeah, I will catch you guys. See, the reason... That's a really nice scene, but I think a lot of people would be put off with the HDRI. A lot of people want to see like a dynamic scene, but all you got to do if you do want something similar, sorry, I'll quickly show how to do this, is in the Unreal Engine, there's something called Unreal Engine HDRI. There's a tool called HDRI Backdrop. And it'll actually put in the HDRI. You have to just enable it in your settings. So then, and then you can sit your assets on top and just have it look like it's rendered in the scene. And it does all the lighting for you, I'm pretty sure. That's really useful. Anyways, catch you guys next time. Bye.